Good morning. How are we? Happy Tuesday. Talking about the phrase above, which is, I've messed up, so I may as well give up today. And you might have said that before. I know I've said that before, especially if my state is low in energy. If you're coming in, by the way, give me a hello. Good morning, Joanne. Good morning, Bronya. Give me a hello if you're coming in. Let me know if you're on live or replay. And as always, if you have any questions at any time, do just reach out with them. Now, I want to talk about this because we often talk about sabotage around this. Like, I've messed up, so I may as well give up. You know, that voice in our head says, you've messed up, so that means you should just give up now. And first and foremost, just remember that actually, if you were 100% on it, you wouldn't be happy. Because if you're 100% on it, that means you're eating chicken, broccoli, and never drinking wine. You never go out for social events, even when they're happening. And you're feeling deprived, and you're not actually enjoying yourself, which means you'll probably not stick to it for long anyway. When you're 0%, you're tired and you're stressed, and you're not very happy with things, and you're malnourished. You might be not nutrient rich, and your energy levels might be quite low. So when you've got to remember that being properly on it isn't a good thing, but being off it isn't a good thing. Also, this is the key part. When you think about, I've failed, or I've messed up, I've missed a workout, or I've eaten one too many chocolate eggs, whatever, you can either look at it from a point of view of that means I'm weak and I have no willpower, or you can look at it from a point of view of that actually means I'm strong, because this is an opportunity to just bounce back faster and just get on with my day and see what happens if I did eat 2 extra chocolate eggs just now, or however many. How quickly can you respond between doing it and getting back to it? Your brain would love you to say that that's a weak thing, that you've done that, but actually it's a very strong thing that you're able to just get straight back to it. And that is pretty much the difference between someone getting great results and someone kind of struggling a bit, because of the time taken, because of the dwelling of thinking that we have to be perfect with this, when actually, just like some of the ladies said yesterday about just committing to a 10-minute workout, getting over that part in their brain that says 10 minutes is pointless, there's no point doing 10 minutes, you have to do an hour. Because if they believe that, guess what? Nothing happens. They don't do it. And now they commit to 10 minutes. And a few of the ladies are finding themselves doing 1, 2, or 3 sessions a day. Yes, they're 10 minutes, but they can get the 10-minute bursts out through the day. Now they're doing like 20 minutes on average. Whereas before, if I said do 20 minutes, but yeah, I'll see how it goes. Do half an hour, I'll see how it goes. Do an hour, yeah, probably on next Tuesday, when life's a bit calmer. You know, we go back to those sayings. So consider that also the more you fail, the more likely you are to succeed. The more you fail, the more likely you are to succeed, and the closer you are actually becoming to success, because you're going to have challenges and problems no matter what. You're going to have challenges and problems no matter what, but you have a choice. You can either choose the problems and challenges, and if you choose the problems and the challenges that are going to give you the outcome that you want, you'll probably be happier. Or if you decide to avoid those challenges and those problems, then you'll be given problems and challenges anyway, but it just so happens that those problems and challenges won't be the problems and challenges that you want, and they won't even give you the result that you want. And you could give an example of this. If you hit a certain goal, your human nature will be you want to achieve a little bit more now. Your first goal might be to lose a stone or whatever, or drop a dress size, whatever it is. You achieve that, and you think initially you'll be happy then, but when you get there, you'll be happy, don't get me wrong, but then you'll want more. And when you want more, this is great for your mindset, because you're always progressing, and our brains love to progress. We love that. It's a very healthy thing. But what you've got to be wary of here is that you'll then reach new challenges and problems, and these challenges and problems will lead you to a strategy to overcome the next one, which then gets you better results. So you could say that these problems, this messing up, is actually a good thing, because it's when we be aware of why we messed up, when we are aware of why it happened, and what can I do instead, this is where you'll come up with a strategy which will make it easier to overcome it again in the future, then you're able to do it. Because even the research shows, if the people who succeed have tried most times. But even those setbacks are there for a reason. They're there to teach us something. They're there to maybe give us a negative on a situation, something to be wary of. Oh, actually, yeah, this diet maybe isn't for me, because with these social events that will happen eventually, I need to be a bit more flexible. So how can I make this a bit more flexible to allow for that? How can I be a bit more flexible so that I then create something that on a Friday and a Sunday I do X, Y, Z. This makes me more likely to stick to it and get the results that I want. So next time you consider that, I've messed up, I've failed, I may as well give up. Just consider that you can see that as a negative, or you can see that as a really exciting positive. What an opportunity to create evidence in your brain that when you mess up, you can get back to it straight away. Just clap your hands 4 times without waking up the babies, and just get straight to it again. Imagine if you had that power to do that, and you do. It is a choice. It might not be the choice you wanted to make, aka getting back on it rather than just living and it being easy. It's not ideal, of course. Your brain would love it just to go smoothly. It wouldn't be fun though if it went smoothly, would it? Your brain would love it, but what an opportunity to create evidence in your head and to shut down that voice and go, yeah, when I messed up a little bit, I did something that wasn't on plan today, but guess what? I'm going to see how quickly I can get back to it. And that might just be the difference between you getting the results you want and not. Because imagine if you're still, when I said 100%, 0%, imagine if that still puts you in the 70% bracket of whole foods, nutritious foods, more filling foods. You're going to get great results. Yet little did we know that little hit towards that 10% and that 20%, and we just stayed there for a bit too long, that was the issue. Not that we weren't perfect, but that we just stayed down here for a bit too long. So, I hope that helps. Have a think about that today. Consider when you have that strategy, when you have that problem or challenge come up, what's it telling us? What can we do differently? Why was it? Was it linked to our energy levels? And I actually wrote a blog today about how to create more energy. Because people often say to me, oh Matt, how have you got so much energy? But it's not that I just have it. I have to protect it with sleep, naps, but also create it. I have a strategy. We all have a strategy, whether we know it or not, to either increase energy or decrease energy. If I go to bed before 10, my strategy is to increase energy for the next day. If I go to bed late, I have a strategy for being lower on energy the next day, which could impact kids, family life, etc. And it's really important that I actually take ownership of that, because that impacts how good of a dad I am, husband I am, coach I am, and my energy level. And when I link it to that, that's so aligned with my values that I'm like, right, I need to not watch this interview with Oprah and just go to bed. That's like yesterday. So creating and protecting your energy will probably dictate how quickly you respond to situations, because we can spend so much energy. Think how much energy we spend being anxious, thinking about things, watching stuff, debating stuff that we have no control over. That energy could have been spent on us doing a 10-minute workout, building that momentum. All of a sudden, we're feeling great, that sense of achievement, then our endorphins are flowing to our brain, then we're doing more, then we're eating better because we're treating ourselves better, we're not looking for that dopamine from the food, and it's a lovely circle of change. So, that was a tangent again. I better leave before I get off on another tangent and start talking about whether I should start a man bun with this hair. I've still got over a month before I can get a haircut, and they're going to be busy at the start, and I don't like queuing too much, so you're talking 6 weeks now, aren't we? It could be interesting. Let's see how it goes. Could the man bun be in? We'll see. Sun's out, bun's out, is what they say. Anyway, speaking of sun, I believe it's the last day of sun today before some rain. So enjoy it, get out for a walk, get some vitamin D, and I'll see you soon. Take care.